This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Cena does a promo next, pretty much guaranteeing that the NXT guys are going to do a run-in later when he says that him and all the guys in the match have an unspoken agreement to work together if the NXT guys interfere in the match. And that brings us to our U.S. title match. The Miz is going to retain when he beats R-Truth in 13 minutes and 19 seconds. Miz tries to do a rap, trying to imitate Truth's voice and even using Truth's, ring entrance music. Of course, Truth comes out and there's a Miz is awful chant that's pretty loud at some point. So he's definitely got some heat. Meltzer would say that the match started to drag and people lost interest. The finish sees Miz block a front cradle and sit back into it for a pin. He gives it 2.5 stars, or 2.25 stars rather. And I agree with him. I thought it was an okay match, but maybe it was a little long. What'd you think, Arn?
Same thing. Don't pull time just to pull time. Put it where you need it. Don't give the girls 5 minutes. You could have gave them 7 or 8 and let things slow down and tell a little better story. It's spreading the time around, and it's as big a crime to give a match that doesn't need 15 minutes to give them that 15 when they could have done it in 10, as to give a match that could have benefited from 8 and give them 5. May not seem like a lot of time, but when you're trying to structure a match like a fatal 4-way, 3 minutes can help you out.
Yes, it can. Let's talk about Ted DiBiase Sr. though. He's going to undergo emergency neck surgery on June the 7th to free a disc pressing against the nerve that was causing him severe pain in his right shoulder and down his arm. He had a neck operation back in the 90s, which led to his retirement as an active wrestler, where 2 discs were removed, and he still hopes to make a personal appearance soon after this surgery in France that he's got booked. This is not anybody's plan to have emergency neck surgery, but this is probably something that you're familiar with. Do you remember Ted having the surgery, and what was the thinking going into this?
Yeah, pretty much the same. You get to the point in this business when your neck controls everything. Mm-hmm. It controls your entire body. When you get a neck injury, the lesser, the symptoms, the more you just try to get through the day. Whatever that activity is that day, you just try to get through it. But that pain can get so numbing, and it's a dull pain. It's a dull ache. It's not a shooting pain. But if you've ever had a dull ache coming out of your neck, man, it is just like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's chronic. It's 24/7, and it just feels like it feels like a toothache in your shoulder. And once you get to that point and you can't sleep and all these other things start to happen as a result from that neck injury, you pretty much will do anything, to get rid of it. And if it means emergency surgery, so be it.
We've got Alicia Fox winning the women's title in a 4-way over Eve Torres, Maurice, and Gail Kim. In this era, the women didn't get a ton of time. They get 5 minutes and 47 seconds. Meltzer would call it a bad match and give it half a star. These 4-way matches are complicated, even when you've got seasoned vets, but when you've got some folks who are still learning the craft, not saying that Gail Kim qualifies for that, but Maurice was still very, very much in a learning phase here. It's, maybe not the best way to sort of test their mettle in a 4-way like this. It wasn't an awesome match, but they got some time here on the pay-per-view. What'd you think, Arn?
I think it should have just been a straight tag.
Yeah.
And probably the best worker in the bunch at that time. Eve was starting to pick it up, but Gail Kim is damn good.
Yeah. Gail Kim is way underrated. And, I don't know. It's weird that we don't see more of her, but I'm hopeful we'll get some cameos here or there before long.
Well, I've seen her, in the last probably 6 months here and there on different shows. She's still damn good. So hopefully, the business could certainly use a talent like that, and hopefully she'll make her way back to doing a few things before she's done.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money, it's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.